Welcome to your weekend focus for January the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th, 2017. This is Tarot with Tilly, and my name is Tilly. So welcome. And thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's see what the cards have to say for what will our energy be this weekend. Page of Wands. We had a page yesterday, but it was the page, our Thursday, so this is the weekend. It was the page of Cups. Now we have the page of Wands. The new ideas, the fresh ideas. Page of Swords. We're getting all the pages out, so it's very young energy, very new energy. Page of Swords is new actions being taken. And the Sun, it's all about us. I see the scales up there. It's all about our balance, our security. What we are building is our foundations. I hear two more. We're going to do two more. The three, or the Eight of Coins is here. The Three of Coins was Thursday. Now we have the Eight of Coins here. And the Four of Cups. Page of Wands is first and foremost. Actually, we have two pages. Page of Wands and Page of Swords. Coming together, giving us very young energy as we go into this weekend. We're full of ideas. We're full of trying new things, different. Let's start with the Page of Wands. We have been being asked to expand our dream, expand the vision of our dream, to celebrate what we are going to be stepping into. Not necessarily stepping into it, although with the Page of Swords here, that's a little bit of energy stepping in the right direction. But with the Page of Wands, we are thinking about how to do it. This could be very unique ways of doing things, very out-of-the-box thinking. And the Page of Swords is going to ask us to step into new actions. But new actions, not necessarily just actions, but this is something that celebrates the inner you, the inner child, where your true dreams, your true passions reside. So it may be just bringing out more of who you are and who you are preparing to be going forward. So if you set New Year's resolutions for yourself, this is where we start to do some of those baby steps to really get on track, to really start to pick up a momentum or start a momentum. This is where we promised ourselves we would work out, but we just haven't had the time. And now we start to put a plan together. We start to think about how we can actually work it into our schedules, or maybe somebody else that we can phone up and have as a partner, as a buddy, to get us motivated, to make us go on those days when we don't want to go. With these two cards, it could be about new people that we are communicating with, or communicating new ideas to people. Maybe it's something that you want to do within the home, within the neighborhood, within the community, at work. And trying to get people motivated to be on your side, to play a part, to buy into it, to maybe just support you in your actions. We have the Sun right in the middle. It's all about you. It's all about your dreams. It's all about your inner light and making it shine, raising your vibration, feeling a confidence. Although with pages, well, we do feel this confident. We feel this, it's like the Fool energy. Pages are very young energy. So we can be kind of childlike in some of the things that we want to do, we want to step into. But I think it's more about celebrating that inner us, that inner person that is still in there. Regardless of what you've gone through in life, those joys, those passions, love or compassion and compassion can come out now. To show the authentic you, the real you, the unique you. And yet, I'm called to, I know it's for the sign of Libra up there, but yet I'm called to those scales as having that balance, building that balance, understanding what the balance needs to be in our lives. And for about the last week, it's been a lot about balance and focusing. The Eight of Coins. Now here we have the Pentacle Maker, the Coin Maker. And he makes beautiful coins. He's hung up some on display for us to see. He's got two more in front of him. And yet he's researching. He's reading some new way of doing something. He's reading some new technique. He's learning. He's investing into his skill, his ability, his talent. So this week would be a week where our weekend would be a weekend where you would look towards investing in you. So it could be joining that gym. It could be getting a buddy so that you start working out, or going for walks or jogs or bicycling, or whatever it may be, that yoga, whatever it may be. But you're looking towards bettering yourself in some way, of knowing that you have what it takes, of knowing that your skill set and how to improve upon it, how to raise the bar on yourself, how to demand more of yourself, and then follow through with the discipline to actually do. Four of Cups. So that cup is still elusive to us. We still aren't stepping up to it. We still aren't embracing it, the new path, like we should be by now. But I'm sure it will come where we embrace it fully. So I think this weekend we are still looking at what we already have to work with, our foundations. What gives us strength? How do we raise our determination? How do we raise our light? Where do we need to focus? What are we focusing on? This is the gratitude card, the Four of Cups. This is being grateful for what you already have to work with in order to go forward. It may be just that you can see, that you can walk. It could be that you at least have a nice soft pillow when you lay your head down at night. No matter where you are in life, where you are in your path, this is definitely a weekend to be grateful for what you already do have. And you may not even be viewing, although I find it hard with this energy that it could be a very depressive energy out there for many. Write it down. Write one thing on a piece of paper before you go to bed at night, of one thing that you are grateful for in your life. And then the next night, write another and read both and go to sleep. Third night, write a third, then read all three. And before long, that gratitude, that appreciation, that thankfulness that starts to grow in you opens up the doors for abundance to come in. Once you do it for 30 days, you've got a page and a half, 2 pages of things that you are celebrating and have to celebrate each and every day. So if you don't believe me, try it for a month. I think you will be amazed at what can come into your life, what doors can open. And if you are concentrating on the positives of what's around you, some of the negatives just seem to dissipate, seem to go away, seem to evaporate like they never were. Work themselves out. You find the clarity and the answer to how to resolve, how to walk away from, how to heal, how to put closure on something. I usually pick this card right away, but I didn't. 33, illusion. We have a lot of young energy. And with a lot of young energy, we can also fall under the illusion. So it's so important for us to remain grounded, to remain focused, to not, because with the Page of Swords, okay, that's kind of the knee-jerk energy too. The Page of Swords is so young and just wants to get things going that eventually they just snap and they go, you know what, I'm doing it. I don't care what everybody says. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. Now, remember when you were young, when you were a teenager, and you had that philosophy in life. Most times you landed on your face because you didn't have the experience. You didn't have the know-how. You didn't think it through. You didn't strategize. You didn't prepare. You didn't research. And had you done any of those things, or a few of those things at least, you probably would have had success. And that's where our fears start to form, because we've tried it and it didn't work. Not knowing that we needed to invest more of our time and our energy into it before we actually stepped into it. And so this is asking you also not to knee-jerk energy, not to start to buy into a fantasy, but rather one that can ground you, that can strengthen you, that can empower you, that you can actually act on. Now, 33 is a master number, and it's all about your creativity. It's all about the divine. So tapping into your intuitive natures, tapping into your creative natures is excellent this weekend. But watch out for the illusion. Something that looks too good to be true is probably too good to be true. Let's go to our Journey of Love cards, shall we? We'll go to our angels. So the journey of love. We're all on a path to seek love, to give love, and also to receive love. To be accepted, to be wanted, to be needed. And that's part of the journey of love. The other part of the journey of love is learning to love yourself. I've said it a couple of times, so maybe I'm sounding like a broken record, but I did hear this thing and it just wowed me. So it was, okay, when I say go, I want you to start listing all the things you love. So start thinking of some. What are some of the things that you love? And then I would ask you, how long was it before you said you? Learning to love ourselves, embrace ourselves, knowing our empowerment, our magic that lays within us. To know that we are unique and special. There's something nobody can do like you. Nobody in the world can do it like you can. You've got the magic. You've got the touch. And if that part is evading you right now and you can't see it, then you need to get out. You need to start experimenting in new groups and new activities and doing new things and new ways of approaching your daily routine. You need to break the routine you're in, absolutely. And get to know you again and what you love, what makes you smile, what makes you laugh. And if you know what those things are, with where'd it go? Illusion. With the 33, okay, your creative energies, your imaginative energies, And it's tied up in a divine knowledge, a divine wisdom, a divine guidance. So this weekend, more than others, is a true energy to really get to love yourself. Put yourself as a priority. Understand your worth. The breaking, 65, that's an 11. Another master number, 11, the portal. The breaking. I love the energy colors of this deck. We'll read the poem first. There's a poem that goes with each one of these. Love. Love is special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. You are breaking apart. You might not understand it at all. There is not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't mean it's easy to endure. You may worry that you are going too far, that you may not recover, you may never come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest from the storm at best, so take the rest. If you need it, then dive into the storm. Let yourself be brokenhearted by the divine so that you can become your truth, become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have the heart broken so that it grows than to be brokenhearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. This oracle brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger or despair or frustration you may feel towards others, towards the world, towards yourself, you are being pulled apart not by dark forces, but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which would keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It's going to be the making of you. So often we start to get into patterns. We start to allow things in our life. And I think this is a time when, and especially over the last 6 months, it's been growing even stronger and stronger of what is not allowed anymore, what we won't stand for anymore, what we feel we must have a voice towards. When it comes to our humanitarianism, when it comes to our compassion, when it comes to our beliefs, of what is right, of what is wrong, of what people can do within our space and not do within our space. And so the breaking says, that's when you say no more. That's when you sit down with a partner and say, I love you, but this part of the relationship cannot continue. I don't feel whole. I don't feel happy. I don't feel supported. I don't feel respected. I don't feel loved. And start the conversation and understand where they are coming from, because they may never have known that you felt that way, because you always put on a fake smile or changed the subject or just ignored it, hoping it would go away. So when you're put into situations where it pushes you to a point, it might be at work. It might be always getting overlooked for that raise or that bonus or that weekend off even, or never getting that thank you. It could be within the family. It could be that people start to feel that it's your job to do certain things and they forget to say thank you. They forget to tell you that you are appreciated and loved. And this is where you have a chance to show your beauty and your love. to reach out to somebody, to not overlook them, not take advantage of them, or to kind of feel like, they'll always be there for you. You don't have to say much. You don't have to express yourself. Because who knows, you might be the only one expressing it to them ever. Don't take things for granted in your life that you love. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. So how do you smile from your heart? And do you honor that? Do you embrace that? Do you look at your positives or do you look at your weaknesses? Remember, we have the sun right in the middle. It's all about you. What's your perception of you? Do you love yourself? Do you see the beauty of you? Or are you sitting there and going, there's no beauty in me? Of course there is. Shame on you. And society doesn't let us think that way, right? You have to buy this shampoo or these clothes or this car or live in this neighborhood or you're just not good enough. And so most of our lives we have been told by every commercial, every advertisement, probably most movies and sitcoms, that we're not good enough. Let's see what our wonderful angels have to say. I'm only going to pick 3 angels here. Look at that. We start out with the Magician. So the Magician, it's kind of funny that we get the Magician in Illusion 33 because the Magician, when it's in the first place, I always kind of give that warning, to make sure you remember what the Magician is. The Magician is the one who can make the coin disappear and show up behind your ear. It can be trickery. It can be seduction. It can be illusion. So you need to stay grounded. You need to stay focused. You need to ask yourself, is this doable? If it looks too good to be true, chances are it is. But the Magician is here saying you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. And we are in a beginning. We are in the one energy. For January being the first month for 2017, adding up to a 1 digit. And I think we started off this weekend with the moon in Aries, the beginning of the zodiac. So there is a lot of new beginnings. There's a lot of ones. The Magician is the 1 card. Now the Magician also asks you, what is your wish? I will grant it. So you have to be kind of careful of how you use that wish. Be careful what you are wishing for. Think it through. Because chances are it's going to show. And you may not like what actually manifests for you. So be careful what you wish for. Make sure that it is something that you are willing to give your determination towards, your perseverance in. What door do you need to close in your life in order for that new to enter your life successfully? Are you willing to do that? Are you trying to negotiate that? Are you trying to find a balance between the two? The 5 of Ariel, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. That is so true. Negative thoughts absolutely will create self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you say I can't, you probably can't. If you say it'll never happen, it probably never will. And be careful of the words that you are using. Be careful of the intention that you are putting forward. Affirmations, mission statements, your own personal mantra. What do you tell yourself every day about your vision of your path forward, of what you are stepping into? And do you believe it? Do you feel it? Does it make you smile? Does it make you sing inside, outside? Does it make you dance like no one's watching? And you needn't go through it alone. I think I touched on it. I don't think there was any card actually saying it though. For getting together with somebody else, getting them to help you in some way. So maybe it is teaming up with a friend. Maybe it's just brainstorming. Maybe both of you are very creative in the same way, and putting your minds together will come up with something very unique and different that's never been thought of before. The Page of Michael, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts and documents very thoroughly. I don't think it is until the end of the weekend where Mercury starts to actually decide to go direct for us again. And then it'll be slow in starting, right? So yes, we want to review contracts. We want to review documents. We don't want to just jump into things. We want to think it through. Remember, we have a lot of pages showing up these days, a lot of new energy showing up these days, which tells us that we may just want to jump into something, and we may regret that if we just jump into it. We need to think it through. We need to plan. We need to strategize. We need to gather the information. We need to understand what we are saying yes to and what we are saying no to. An exciting new challenge could appear though. Absolutely. And let's leave with one of our animal cards. So I think it's going to be a beautiful weekend. I get more of a centered feeling, so maybe we are feeling more centered. Maybe we are feeling more grounded this weekend than we have been, even though the new energy is here. Maybe it's just because the sun is in the middle. I'm feeling that strength, that empowerment. Work on your gratitude, absolutely. Believing in yourself, embracing yourself, celebrating yourself. And practice patience. There you go. Practice patience. Where's our book? So the raven comes in and says, please practice patience, truthfulness, patience, and believe. Patience is waiting, not passively waiting. That is laziness. But to keep going when the going is hard and slow. That is patience. Raven reminds you that the situation involves a whole lot of patience. A matter that has recently arisen is affecting your ability to be truthful with yourself along with others. Raven speaks the truth with love and patience. Don't mind the time or fear running out of time. Instead, believe what you want to have happen will happen, but it will take time. No matter the category of life that you require patience in, love, finances, career, health, it would benefit for you not to focus on the clock, but instead to work at building a strong foundation around you. It is the right time, and you will know when that time happens, and then you will fly again. You may not know all the factors yet that are preventing your wishes from coming true, and you don't need to. You only need to believe that the moon will light the way, that will guide you, will help guide you and Raven to the right place at the right time. So have patience. When the door is to open, it will open for you. Don't try and push the door open. We got a lot of page energy here. We can think it, we can imagine it, we can affirm it, we can celebrate it. We can take our small baby steps towards it. The giant leaps are coming, not yet. Don't worry, we'll have the energy for the giant leaps as well. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.